And that's when I knew that she was the one. Never, ever seen anybody take that much. Anyway, uh, welcome to Tools with Souls. This is our weekly Toolaholics Unanimous meeting. We are glad to be here. We are glad to see you are all SEO Panther, Jamie True, Wilderness Preacher. Joshua Wilson. How are you not a member? Thought you were learning with Juan. So those are our members. We've got Howie Z here as well with Backwoods Boy Small Engines. Wow, you changed it up again. And I have the Tiger 81 is here with Team Rigid and John Spitzley. How you like my shirt? Do I look dapper?
He said, yeah, that's pretty dope, dude. How'd you get the lights?
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I put them in myself.
I think I know where you put the batteries in. It's okay.
Okay. Yes, you heard it a minute ago.
Yeah, but you put the D cell.
Joshua Wilson is a member. I don't know how that happened. It showed you as not a member there for a second. Now you are a member. So who knows?
I get by with the AAA, but you've been asking for the D cell adapter.
Who are you kidding? You hook up an 18-wheeler, bend over, and let her go. Don't lie to anybody. We know you're.
You know what? I've actually almost got the trajectory just right. What you do is you set up a ramp, and if you do it just right, you can actually get that thing to go in sideways.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That's disturbing. Your boy Ram, Anthonell Anderson. Holy crap! It's been a while,
dude. I haven't seen Anthonell in like 6 months.
He popped into one of my videos the other day. I do have some exciting news. I did, and this is kind of unusual for me, but I did a 9-minute video today exposing Home Depot, some of their inside secrets and whatnot. And I hope you all had a chance to watch it. If not, you should. But this is the first time I have ever had a long format video, which is anything over a minute. And this one is almost 10 minutes. Go viral on TikTok same day. It's at 150,000 views right now. And
wow, dude, that's awesome.
Got some great feedback on it. One person even said it should be used as a training video for Home Depot associates because I covered everything.
Dang.
So that's pretty good. I'm glad Howie Z got a sex change okay. That's always nice. Tar Heels Aerials, how you doing? Glad to see you here.
What's up, Tar Heels? Hey, you know what, Tar Heels? I was trying to decide whether I was going to send you 2 batteries or whether I was going to send you
Panther.
Just 2 tools or what I was going to do. But I'm actually going to throw in the job site cordless speaker for that skill set with a second battery.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah.
So and since you brought up the subject, I am going to announce this. I have officially decided to do a 50K giveaway. We're within 5,000 new subscribers to get to 50K here on YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
So kind of snuck up on us. As you recall, back in May, we hit 20K. I want to say that was like May the 5th. And here we are, November the 5th. So 6 months later, and we're at 45,000 and climbing. So we're doing very well and very happy to get it. I'm going to sponsor the giveaway. Oh, God bless you, Joshua Wilson. I hope you do. Well, thanks, Tools and Tactics. That's great. Yeah. I even had an amazing reply on that. Yes, you did. Shaka Grillis was coming through to protect me and stand up for me, and I appreciate that. That's Rapid Growth. Yeah. The funny thing is, and this is something that I am a firm believer. So that this Rapid Growth one, I am amazingly consistent. I put out videos every single day or almost every day. And I take a stand. I'm like, this is what I believe. And I let other people get all into their feelings about it. But that's kind of the point. If you're doing a good job, people react emotionally a lot quicker than they will react out of knowledge or logic.
Right.
So a lot of that has just been kind of finding the secret sauce of being able to say, this is what I believe, and then showing that is what I can do, and just proving it. And so it's been amazing, and we have just we're picking up steam kind of all over social media again. I wish I could post longer format videos onto Instagram, but I think they limit me to 3 minutes. They had talked to me about, like, contacted me and asked me to do 10-minute stuff, but for some reason I can't. So we've been doing very well. And I kind of got into a back and forth with my wife today, and I said the words that you should never say to your wife if you want to keep her. And that is, you're lazy. But it is true. And I understand she had surgery 2 weeks ago. But it was kidney stones. She is supposed to be recovered. Her doctor gave her a clear, an all clear. But for actually the last 6 or 7 months, the only thing she's managed to do is sit down and watch TV. And some of the housework, taking care of the dogs and whatnot, have kind of gone to shit. So, or I should say, not gone to shit, but gone to pot. She is definitely not very enthusiastic about getting up and doing work. And even on the days where I'm like, man, I don't want to make anything, as Tactics will attest, because we talk almost every day, if not every day. And a lot of times we talk multiple times during the day. But when I want to do something, normally I'm just like, yeah, I got to go down there. I got to make a video. I got to do something. And I'm always like trying to create and make and do something. And then anything that needs to be done around the house, I do. Like,
yeah,
if it's something to fix, I do it. And Cooch will tell you, I'm on it. Like, I don't let it sit and fester. I'm just like, screw it. I'm going to go do it.
Right.
And I've done, like, he and I were talking yet last night. He was busy though. He and I were talking last night, almost 1 a.m. He's like, "What'd you do today?" And I listed off like 10 different things. I was like, "I did this, did, and brew her some raspberry leaf tea."
No joke.
Brew her some hot cocoa.
I'm your YouTube.
That's about all I can do. I had the same issue with mine, and we found out hormonal depression. Raspberry tea, you say? I'm willing to try anything. What's up, Rodney Widger? I saw you in there. I didn't want to say anything. You broke the cardinal rule, mate. You're unhappy wife, unhappy life, mate. Well, the thing is, Tar Heels, I am a firm believer that in order to have a happy relationship with anybody, it comes with a certain level of honesty.
John's a funny guy.
Yes, he is. Wife prefers an impact drill over a drill, an impact driver over a drill. She doesn't know what to do with either one of them. But yeah, that was. But the thing is, if you're not honest with people, then they don't know what to expect from you.
Yeah.
You know, and if you treat now, what I say to my wife, I typically keep private. I don't take it out, don't advertise it or anything. It's very much like if she says something to somebody, I back her up.
Right.
But when we're behind closed doors and I'm like, yeah, you're way off base on this one. She knows, right? That's how I feel. But I take the same approach with everyone. You know,
yeah.
You and I have spoken, and when you were going through the mold stuff, I was like, well, I don't know why I'm going to tell you this because you're not going to listen, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Right. And then I'd be like, well, your problems are going to follow you no matter where you go.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, I think this will be it. And I'm like, yeah, your problems will go follow you no matter what. And that's the truth. I agree. Just get, I get where you're coming from. I'm just stating my side of it. Thank you for the Otters Panther.
Yeah. I'll add
Rod
one more thing while you're talking about that, just in case anyone catches the glimpse. They don't know what's going on. We had mold at the house, and if it ever gets in your cars and it's so bad it's in all your clothes, keep in mind that if you get new clothes, it's still in your vehicle. If you get a new vehicle, it's still in your clothes. To fix this problem, you literally have to buy 2 cars and all the clothes for your household at the same time and move. So it requires
thank you, boy.
a ton of money. So don't take no for an answer. Fight your insurance company. Do whatever you can do. Don't do what I did and sell your house and rebuy everything you've ever owned. That's terrible. All right,
John,
I'm done.
Actually, true. She does prefer Makita over any. As a matter of fact, every Makita you guys have ever seen me use on the channel is hers. That's no joke. John wrote he's a rigid and she prefers Makita, and I'm like, it's actually true. But she's also 4'10".
Buy a bicycle.
I sold all my my hammer drill going up in smoke turned me away. Still thought it was a good brand. Hey, buy what works for you. I am not beholden to any brand. Like, I like Rigid because Rigid has always worked for me. But there are very few brands I will tell people to stay away from. I'll say this: if it's Makita and it's 12 volt, stay away from it. If it's Hercules and it's 12 volt, stay away from it too. Stay away from these guys.
Oh yeah.
Are
the kids loud?
No.
Oh, fantastic.
I am so glad I have a great immune system, because I don't know what a ton of money looks like and never have. You've seen pictures. I rerouted my intake on central air furnace to outside air to help with the environment.
It's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. I am
recirculating.
Yeah. So this week I'll be installing a heat lamp above my shower. I just installed a fan into my propane heater that's on my wall right here, so that it blows out more into the garage, and we can cover that. And I'm just gonna take him away. Cleaned out all my gutters. Getting ready to build the mobile studio. The last pieces are coming tomorrow. Stay away from Amazon basic power tools. Man, Consumer Reports just did a report and actually had some of that Amazon basic stuff as being better than, and this was hard for me to believe, but they had it better than Weeha. So I kind of was like, damn. And Cooch is back.
Kids are looking for mom. She's in the shower.
Blue Flame propane heater. Yes, sir, John. I kind of wish that I had recorded it, but where it is and how it's connected, I didn't have enough area to get a camera back there to really show you guys. Where do you buy Walker tools at? I don't know. I have never heard of anything.
I think you said that live stream last time, and I never heard of Walker tools.
No.
Here, come on.
I'm just saying, Anthony. I don't know what he's doing. He keeps doing this stuff. Shaka Gillis says, stay away from anything Ryobi. It's extremely pride and very much trash. I don't disagree with that. By the way, folks, you guys tell me if this is a good idea or not. There is a guy. He's got a channel here on YouTube and on other platforms, calls himself Ryobi Freaks. And he's always comparing Ryobi to Walt and saying that Ryobi is better. And all that. And I'm like, okay. But he does not pronounce the name of his own tool brand correctly.
He calls it Ryobi.
Ryobi. And I'm like, dude, I've come so close to just calling him out on it. And I think I'm just gonna be like, first of all, nobody compares Ryobi to DeWalt because that would be like comparing a diamond to a goat's ass. So don't do that. Sorry. But I just wanted to put that out there and I'm like,
does he at least like say the DeWalt's better?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, it's one thing to like, compare to it, but
that's the one thing. I know there's a Rigid guy, but you never hear me go like Rigid is the best. You've never heard me say best value, yes. You've heard me say that, but you have never once heard me say that it is the best, bar none, blah, blah, blah. Well, not this dude. So I've thought about just calling him out on it, kind of in a joking way, be like, hey, before you have a channel, you might want to learn how to pronounce the name of it correctly. And maybe you could tell the difference between a professional grade tool and that trash you're running. But I don't know. You guys let me know. Would that be too much? I'm with Shaka on this. I think today Roberts is represent. I'm gonna go troll his channel. I love the April 1st video from Ryobi saying they're going to change pronunciation. I didn't see that. I'm not a big Ryobi watcher. I don't go. What's up, Cajun Coin Hunter? I'm glad to have you here again. Maybe he's from the South. I do believe he is. But here's something that I did find out. Did you know that if you do a video on Home Depot and you go, this is how you can tell that this is a poorly run store, a ton of people that used to work at Home Depot will chime in and agree with you.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
That's the best.
What's that channel again? I'll tell that. It's called Ryobi Freaks. A friend is trying to start up a 3D printing business. Actually, may try to create adapter for flex storage to hold other tool brands. That case is a whole. You know what? There's a company out there that does something very similar with a bunch of different manufacturers. They sent me stuff, but it wasn't very good quality, most of it. So I'd never put it out there. Let's see. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. Man Caver Tools is in Illinois. I thought, is he in Illinois or is he in Michigan? I don't know. There's another large creator. I'm not going to say any names, but a lot of you guys know. I was like, hey, these three brands should really kind of go away as far as their power tools go, and not be part of the conversation here in North America anymore. They should concentrate on areas where they're going to be a little more effective. Well, there was another Souls Team Ryobi for tonight. Juan, your Team Ryobi every night, especially in the nightstand where it goes until you get it, and then it goes.
Nice, Panther.
TRZ used to be a avid Ryobi fan. I'm not surprised at all. I don't know what these dudes do. I know Man Caver said that he used to be in the trades for like a cup of coffee. I don't know if TRZ's ever been in the trades. But another one, they took my idea and they kind of ran with it and said, like, they did a community post asking which brand should leave. And yes, the retard zone. Yes. The overwhelming winner was Makita, like almost 50% of the vote. I took a screenshot of it.
Nice.
Because I was like, yeah, I agree. For the first time. I'm not trying to give them. But here are the choices. You can see they have that on there.
Right.
And then there are the percentages. I'm not going to give them any clout, but you see the one that I voted for.
Right. Dang.
So if you guys are ever wondering, am I truly a hater of Makita? Yes.
Yeah, but also if you're ever wondering, this guy is like the R&D division. One man right here. R&D for YouTube. That's you.
I do all right. I do all right. Jeremy, what's up, my buddy?
If anyone ever needs to think of some content to create, just come to Tools of Souls channel. See what he's talking about.
Pretty much. I'll figure out a way to for you to have content. Yeah, smash the like button. We appreciate that. I have no comment on this as I did not see any of it, but it would not surprise me. A lot of people, when it comes to rafters and how to hang them and whatnot, they don't really understand how it should be done. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna. It's as long as they're happy with it and I'm not under it, I'm good.
Nice. I've got a viral video talking about they put an attic access right in front of a truss. So as you climb the ladder, and it's at the perfect angle where you can't see it as you're climbing, but as you start coming up the stairs, like you're going to hit it on the top of your head, And then when going down the ladder, you have to actually duck to get down the freaking ladder. And that's one of my pet peeves, man. If the electrician puts the light switch for the attic too far away where you can't reach it from the steps of the ladder, I'm failing it. Because a lot of people, that's your lifetime home, man. If you're 60, 70 and you're buying a home, you need to be able to reach that damn light switch. It's the least I can do when you're spending $500,000 on a house. You know what I'm saying? And it's got to be accessible.
Yeah, it only makes sense. I have seen, I was watching a video. It's from an inspector, and I really love the guy. Just, until I get their permission, I don't really like mentioning folks or whatever. Especially if I've never had a one-on-one with them. I really love the guy's channel. He's an inspector, and he introduced me to a new idea that some contractors are using, and he has shown it multiple times, and that's what's he call it? Construction support foam. Where they'll have a gap in their spacing or whatever, and they just spray cans of foam in there and act like there's no issue. And these are the same contractors that are telling folks they don't need to get an inspection done. So I think he's great. I've been watching his stuff right now for probably 2 months and have been enjoying it.
I've never seen anything like that.
Juan, my brother is in jail, runs the jail. Well, good. Juan can be his wife. I just laid out and cut the rafters for the deer shack today. Good for you, nice. Jeremy. Now, if you were a YouTube tool reviewer, you would put that out there. The scuttle hole is tough place sometimes. Tactics. Nobody wants to see it. Your grandson Vinny has been collecting cans for a little over a year now. I forgot to tell you before. All right. Nice. I am not a spider hole person. You're a hiney hole.
Hassle.
All right. It's not a beard, just mold.
Just mold.
I know. I follow an inspector on YouTube that does kick flips in his garage. Beat that.
Beat that.
He's never actually successfully landed one.
I haven't landed one on stream yet. We got to
So
land one on
you've
stream.
seen a failed inspector or an inspector fail to do kick flips on YouTube.
Hey, have you not seen my title below here?
Founder of the user error. Man, you're the lord of the user error.
Lord.
Hey, Impact Nation Tools is here.
What's up,
Better Titch, Jennifer Lopez, or Learning with Juan. Oh, I gotta go with Juan. I do.
The post ridiculous simple as saw.
I just gotta leave it right there. I'm gonna go with Juan. Jennifer's probably has more hair too, and I follow an inspector who can't assemble a saw. I'm not sure, dude, but I think some of these dudes are calling you out on some of your stuff. What's funny is he and I are talking on the phone after his failure to assemble, and I'm getting upset because my saw is 0.004 of an inch off, and I stayed up till 3 a.m. to zero that sucker in. It is now dead on balls accurate.
Nice.
And here's the worst part. I was so unconvinced that I went to sleep, woke up, and checked it again from start to finish. I was like, I zeroed in my fence. Like, I spent hours just doing this. Thank you, Juan, for sharing that. Everybody should check out a couple of channels that you should check out here. Renegade's Garage, Impact Nation Tools, Diligent Dave. Diligent Dave is a new one. He's just starting out and he's just getting going, but by all means, you guys should check him out because he's doing some good stuff over there. And Cajun Coin Hunter. If you like food talk, if you like coin talk, Cajun Coin Hunter's your guy.
Is Anthony getting back into it?
I hope so.
I think Wilderness Preacher's got a channel.
What's up, Michael? Yeah, Wilderness Preacher also has a channel. Sorry, I forgot. You know, it's hard to remember all of them. Quick Wrench Tool Junkie.
I'm rolling through them right now.
What's up, my friend? How are you? Oh, we're having, you know, it's such a great time of the year. It's not so unbearable hot that you can't go outside and do stuff. And it's not so unbearably cold that you can't go outside and do stuff.
It's production weather right now. It's production weather.
This is just the absolute perfect time of the year. I'm even debating. I put up that little garage. Little is 20 feet. But it's made of tarps and stuff. I put that up, and I'm actually thinking about going out there and building a bunch of houses for a Christmas village. And I mean, they're easy. You make them kind of like a chicken coop, but you just don't need the stilt legs or any of that. So if you know how to build a chicken coop, you know exactly the idea that I'm thinking of.
Nice.
Mon ami. Boo.
Mon ami, boo.
Mon ami, boo. Boulouquette. Yeah, Cajun. Oh, and here, so there is a prepper channel that was actually turned, like one of the viewers turned to me and kind of put me into this. There's a prepper channel, and he wants me to come on and do an interview with him about YouTube. And when I started, he was, I want to say he was like 1,800 to 3,000 followers. I think he just about at 10 now. So I've thought about going over there and joining him. That's Toolman Tim. And you know, it's just, where is Renegade? Not my day to watch. And Kansas Tools is here. So Mr. Wilson sent you a text message earlier today.
All right, so I wasn't gonna steal all the happiness and joy out of your thing. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Do we need to? Is this for real? So I mean,
it is. It is Joshua Wilson. I am feeling festive today. Christmas village houses can be donated to homeless after. These are going to be small. They're probably going to be about 3 feet, give or take. I'm going to try to make them out of two sheets of 1/2 inch. It's not plywood, but it's the easiest way to describe it to everybody is plywood, and about 2 or 3 2x4s, and build the whole thing up from the ground. I want to make 6 of them, and I want it to be. I hope Souls donates that sweater to Goodwill. I just picked this up. I love this thing. Anyway, I want to take and donate, or not donate, but do Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol in my yard. So have Ebenezer Scrooge's house, the schoolhouse where he was a kid, do the counting house and Bob Cratchit's house, and a couple of others. And I thought maybe pick up some of the used Halloween stuff, or not used Halloween stuff, but the discounted Halloween stuff as a graveyard, so I can do the 3 ghosts as well. Because I'm like super creative, and I got a lot of time on my hands because I'm a moron.
This is crazy. Joshua Wilson, you're crazy. Thank you.
Are you going to say it? I love the Grinch. People misunderstand his mental illness as means. So if you guys didn't know, Dr. Seuss had 2 favorite characters: Horton from Horton Hears a Who, and the Grinch. And the Grinch was special to him because he wrote the story for one of his grandchildren, I want to say. And it was a means of expressing how important family unity was for young people. So he really did love the Grinch, and I absolutely love the Grinch, just not Jim Carrey. Dude, the Chuck was defective, had to return it. He was there. Anyway. So are you going to show us the proposed Christmas gifts? And so by the way, Joshua Wilson, I also take large amounts of tools as Christmas gifts.
This is crazy. So
Melton, Missouri, my local store. Just throwing it out there for you.
He got the 18-volt hacksaw, the 12-volt jigsaw.
Nice. Oh, well, nice.
A 4-piece combo kit. Looks like
why don't you just show it? I got a pour coming up, 20 by 20 easy money. Love it. Oh, so that is the Gen 4 with the oscillating tool, and the idiot can't hold the fucking further away. It's trying to focus on your face.
Oh, here we go. There you go.
Yeah, I can't see the other one. I'll just have to tell him what it is, because I'm like, I'm not a moron. Is that an impact wrench? What is it?
It is the 1007-901-508. That's the SKU. It's the...
Oh, it's a flashlight.
Yeah, it's a flashlight on impact, oscillating tool, and the Gen 4 drill.
Well, and just so you all know, he is Joshua Wilson kind enough to donate that stuff, and we're very appreciative of it. But yeah, I've suddenly discovered that my garden hose leaks directly into my wall in my garage, and yeah. No, I gotta print some labels for part drawers, dude. Take it easy, have fun with that. What's that? Shuggy Bond
brushed flashlight. He's got the Forge Rapid charger with the supercharger with a battery, a router,
trim router,
and 2 more 5.0s.
He also got the Forge battery in
charger.
there.
Yes, Forge is in there, and then he's got the light. This is a really nice light. You can also plug it into the wall.
Yeah.
And then he's got a 7 1/4 circular saw and a 6.0 forged battery. It says, don't mix these with the moldy tools.
I have never heard of that channel either. Victory Outdoor Services. I have to check it.
That's very
Daniel
generous. Thank you,
Gomez.
Joshua.
Hey, I hope you had a safe trip. Home Depot deals are amazing here in the U.S. Take care, everyone. Well, hi and bye, I guess. I don't know, Daniel, but we appreciate you stopping by. Gen 4 impact driver and hammer drill with light and oscillating multi-tool, fuel circ saw, 3 forged batteries, rapid charger for forged batteries, fuel trim router, rover light, and 2 5.0 amp hour battery. You know this dude is just a fucking DeWalt guy.
It's ready for you to pick up when you get a chance. I sent you the info. Man, that's crazy.
Easy money. It's ready for you to pick up when you get a chance. Yeah, you should
Robert
do that.
Walton came over today.
Yeah?
Yeah, we pretty much just dumped out.
Where is he?
All of my freedom seeds into and put them into multiple bags and just divided it all out.
By bags, do you mean condoms? And by freedom seeds, do you mean sperm? I just want to check.
No, I was trying to keep your channel monetized, but no, 45.976 .2 all that stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it's only 0.72.
Yeah, so all that stuff. Probably like 200 pounds.
Damn. South Florida. What's up, my man? How you doing?
I think he only got 50 of it, but I found about 100 more after he left.
God dang. God bless him.
Anyway, yeah, huge help.
Male souls. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about, Shaka. I must have missed something. I don't know, but I appreciate you being here regardless. Panther gifting another 5 memberships. Damn.
Nice, Panther.
Llama. What is he lurking back there?
He's just creeping.
Hey, Llama. What's up?
We found you.
I don't even know if you're here. Panther is back. Yeah, we appreciate that. You know, one of those, so in case you guys don't know, memberships, when you offer memberships on your channel, YouTube actually grades you for it. So that is one of the ways that they look at whether you're going to get pushed out or whatever. And it's been my failure for not mentioning it, for not saying, hey, you guys should be members and all that. Because, you know, things are the way they are. I don't like asking people for money anyway. Take it easy, Tar Heels.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. Appreciate it for you guys, though.
I know Llama doesn't talk to us anymore. I think I upset him like 2 years ago.
What'd you tell him?
I didn't tell him anything.
Tell him
somebody else
better or something.
What's that?
Tell him the camel toes are better.
Oh no, otters are definitely better. Camel toes are way better than an otter. Moose knuckle. Another thing is way better than a llama. But
what about a llama toe?
No, I think llama toe has hairy nuts. How do you ask for membership? I don't really. That's the problem. I haven't been doing it.
How do you just mention all the benefits? Like, I've got a lot of content on my channel that most people will never see.
I agree with you.
And the more members I get, the more stuff I delete. Because a lot of it's just like on the line of my secret identity.
Oh, I don't have one. I don't have a secret identity. I just have me, and that's bad enough. Souls Train. That's right. If you're a member, you can be a member of the Souls Train.
If your job is at risks to post, I might post something like that, but I take it off within like 4 hours.
Hours.
I do that a lot.
A lot of times what I'll do is giraffe is really giraffe cat is really high. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It's like OnlyFans, but with tools. It sure is. You know what? It's so fun because we're building a good community. I've gotten to the point where I know I have to start. I can't just say whatever I want to anymore, or I shouldn't. I still do. But I shouldn't say whatever I want to anymore. And I have to start really looking at and building a community here on YouTube to make people feel welcome. But some of the dudes that come are just such dirt bags that it makes it hard for you to not be like, hey, be a member because you're a douche. Because you don't want those guys around. And I've kind of like filtered them out over the last 6 or 7 months of just being like a total D-bag to them.
Yeah, you just got to make memberships available. You gotta go through a whole bunch of settings and create a whole bunch of stuff, and it's a lot of work to create a membership. That's you got the perks, and you got to figure out what you want to do for people and get
no. Shaka Gillis, what did you do? What did you do, Shaka? Yeah, you have to have a certain size channel.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, you've got to be monetized before you do memberships.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, you did it.
Apple increases the cost. What are you doing?
Shaka Gillis sent me. He went over to that Ryobi Freaks channel, and he left a comment on an image. I'm just gonna. So, in case you guys know, this is what Homeboy looks like right there. He definitely looks like he spent time with family members in a unnatural setting. Anyway, people are at already have a membership, can't have it free. You have been gifted, some of you, a lot of you guys tonight, I think 10 subs have been gifted by Panther tonight. And he does that from time to time. We're very appreciative that he does because it makes us look good. Wilderness Preacher, he is a member. He's been a member for a little bit, but for like a week now, I would say. But we do keep track of that stuff. At least I do. I look at it. I kind of know who doesn't renew their membership or whatever. Like it does tell us. So we see it, but I don't beat anybody up over it. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. There is content that's not available to the general public on members only. What's up, NS Racing? And we have like there are certain times of the month where I'll let you guys have input on the channel, what you think we should be doing and whatnot. And I let you guys have more control. At least that's the goal, is to let you all have more control and do some of the dirty work with the comments that I don't want to do because you guys truly, Robert Walton. Well, hello. Hope you washed the GSR off of you. Anyway, where we want you guys to be more active in the channel and whatnot, and you guys get to have input into our channel. So we do want to take that and make that a point. But we don't stress on memberships or whatever. They're there, and YouTube wants to give some of you guys ads, so that's on them, not me. Souls is knocking on my door with a mafia to renew my free sub. I'm not. About 1 minute, some of you guys are going to get an ad, and I apologize to you. I got no control over it. It is YouTube saying we're going to do it.
They just started doing that too. They updated their whatever, and then like, hey, we're going to start doing ads, and we're like,
yep,
okay, I guess. Like we get a freaking choice.
Yeah. Everybody go support Diligent Dave. He needs the subs.
Hey, I saw somebody saying you need 40,000 hours now. 1,000 subs and 40,000 hours.
1,000 and 4,000.
I
It's
thought it was
still
4,000 as well, but someone said 40K.
no. It's now if you're a shorts content creator, if most of your views come from shorts, it's 1,000 subs, but it's 10 million views in a 3-month period.
And that's
It's
to
amazing.
become a partner, right?
Yes.
Okay. But how do you get monetized? Like, how many shorts do you have to put? You can't get monetized with shorts, can you?
Yeah.
How many you need?
1,000 subs, 10 million
Right.
views.
That's becoming a content creator. I mean, a partner,
No.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Why do you keep making me repeat myself? Like,
So
listen the first time.
I'm just asking for me at this point now, but also anyone would know. So to get your YouTube channel monetized, right? 1,000 subs, 4,000 hours, right?
Yeah.
What if you don't have 1,000 subs, 4,000 hours, but you make your parameters of the shorts, but you only get 9 million, not 10 million? How can you get monetized in between then? You can't.
You can.
Oh,
So, good Lord, look at the head on that. Well, I don't want to know. I kept the membership and donated to Toys for Tots. That's exactly what we want to hear.
nice.
Thank you, Mr. Walton. We appreciate that. But when you're a member of the Walton family, you donate big.
Oh, we just picked up one of those shoe boxes with the Samaritan's Purse for a church. They have a shoe box and they have the child and it has instructions on what to get for the child and stuff.
Yeah.
We also did the Christmas angel at work.
Mm. We normally donate or we sponsor an entire family for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Nice.
So pretty much it's through the church, and pretty much we get one family and we just support them all the way through the holidays.
That's cool.
So, but some of these kids, I mentioned it a few weeks ago. Some of these kids are getting greedy. They want like Xbox and freaking iPads and all kinds of stuff. And I'm looking at them to be like, you can get some food. You can't eat an iPad. Ethan Tool Reviews, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. We're glad to have you here. Operation Christmas Child. It's not what we call it. Like the pastor just passes out a bunch of names, and the deacons and some of the officers or the members of the church will have a meeting, and we'll go through and we'll be like, can one person sponsor this family through the holidays, or do we divide up and spread kind of the money out amongst several families? And we've been very fortunate the last few years that we have been able, like every member of the congregation that needs the help has been able to have like one other family that kind of just takes them in and lets them feel that they're part of the community. And it's truly great. And then I will say this, speaking of community, not only does Joshua Wilson provide Cooch with tools that he doesn't know how to use, but he also will. He's like Batman, millionaire Bruce Wayne by day and Batman by night, because homeboy will hit the internet and he'll scour through images on, let's say, Milwaukee, for instance,
Yeah.
like it's his freaking job, and he'll be the greatest detective ever. He maybe has gotten an image of a 3 amp hour forged battery hanging on a flashlight in the back of a photo that no one else was looking at.
Yeah.
So if a kid asks you for an impact wrench, an angle impact wrench, is he greedy? If the kid is you, well, probably.
Oh, that's great. Hang on, I'll show them the picture. All right, so this is the
Look, you guys think I'm kidding. If a kid asked me for a full-size Snickers instead of a fun size, that's a greedy one. Yeah. So that's the 3 amp hour high output battery. Take it easy, Dave.
And
Got my
then
notification. Google Tools with Souls on Urban Deck. Oh, God damn it. What is it? I want to know now. I want to know what it is.
you can see the thinner line there,
Yeah.
and you can
2 amp.
see the thicker line there.
Yep. Like the Forge line.
And then if you look at the Forge,
So, Michael, let me answer. Somebody Google this and find out what it means for me, please, and just
what
leave
is
it in
it?
the chat. Google Tools with Souls on Urban Dictionary.
No, is it on Urban Dictionary?
I'm kind of concerned now. I'm just saying.
Hang on.
Take it easy, David.
Uh,
What are your thoughts on
oh,
different battery brands as far as batteries? I'm concerned if I buy another brand, then the batteries come along as well, and now I'll have a ton of varying branded batteries. Michael, I am not brand loyal at all. I truly am not. I have just about everything
who
I can think
added
of.
this? Oh, by Kansas Tools, November the 2nd. The pure definition at a man's man. He eats impact drivers and small fasteners for breakfast and washes it down with Makita fangirl tears. He's a brute of a man standing at 8'19" tall and weighing just shy of 800 pounds and still wears a Shedenium size shirt. The only thing that can hurt this man is a punch to the gut by a rigid store rep telling him that they're discontinuing the high torque hammer drill, which would crush any man's soul.
Come
He's
on,
known
Urban
to frolic around the tool section at Home Depot and also has been climbing the face of the Hoover Dam with nothing but a shop vac and a pair of made in the USA Milwaukee deep reach needle nose pliers. He currently resides in the mountain ranges of the Central Plains where he has made a following on social media and thrives on his OF's channel featuring him and of course a hammer drill.
Yeah,
Wow,
baby.
look at that souls. He's a real impact. It's a bird, it's a plane. Oh, it's just tools with souls.
Oh my God.
I saw a souls once, then I walked away.
Oh my dear Lord.
Oh, that's
Get a
great.
screenshot, put it I have an idea for merch. I want to run it by you guys. I know we keep talking about merch. We keep not doing anything about it because Coochie's a puss. Anyway, here's what I'm thinking. An all red style trucker hat, all red. It's got white letters. It says "Make drills great again," and it has a picture of a drill in white, like on the back, and it says "Souls Train 2024." Is Paul W? Is he greedy for asking you to dance? No, I mean he's just gay. But as far as the
blue waffles came up, that's just a default search in my phone.
no orange, buddy,
Not that
no
I accidentally
orange.
typed it in. It was already in.
All right. So anyway, smash that like button, folks. Thanks, Joe Dub. Change red to orange for the hat. It was kind of like a political bastardization, is what I was going for. Just saying, straight up politics, bastardization. Souls Train 2024. I keep my trucker hats with my cheesy Christmas sweaters in your anus. Expect orange.
Is that where you keep your cheesy Christmas sweaters?
I keep them in Uranus with
Oh,
everything
okay.
else. There's lots of room in there. It's been stretched out. So, and funny, it's such an open space. There's no smell anymore.
Oh, well, it's a positive, I guess.
But to answer the question, should you be concerned about batteries? No, not really. The tools work well with the dad hat. I was thinking a trucker hat. I don't know what a dad hat is. Anyway, I don't think anything about the brands at all. I know that Makita is well behind everybody else as far as battery tech goes, so I would say avoid them. But DeWalt, Milwaukee, I mean, Rigid Ryobi will soon have pouch cell batteries. Those are the newest going. Caterpillar's got something going that's not truly what they say it is, because they say it's a graphene battery, but it's not truly a graphene battery. It's lithium ion. So it is kind of what it is. If the tool works for you, it works.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that. If you like your brand, boom. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. It's more like a BB going down an 18-lane highway. Just saying. And I'm a 3X, and it's still that man pond. This dude, he's so stretched out. He has to use freaking what do they call those little houses filled with cotton as a man pond.
Houses.
Your hat needs work, I think. Maybe do survey with different options. I'll discard. I'll Discord it. All right. I'm
Nice.
looking forward to that, Southpaw.
You had a question about batteries. Is there ever going to be one universal battery? No.
Do you guys really want the hat to be orange? Then I got to figure out the lettering. Is it going to be gray and white?
No, because who's going to make the battery? Is there going to be like one?
We're talking about the hat, dude.
I was talking about the battery. You never answered the battery question.
I did answer the battery question. You need to learn how to listen. Listening is both a skill and an activity.
I had my headphones on, so I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. One that intelligent people have learned to master.
No, my headphones were on, so I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be hard with all that space and the wind whistling through your ears. Anyway.
Yeah.
No do red. Letters will be in rigid font. Somebody's going to have to send me the rigid font, because they've got 3 different ones. Which one are you talking about? But this I'm not saying any names, but this guy keeps telling me he knows somebody that has a printer that can make us merch.
Yeah,
and then this drill hole
used to live next to my house, and she also had mold. She's only just now able to move back into it. She's been out of her house longer than I was even before I started moving. So, yeah, and then before that, her machine actually broke down. It breaks down pretty often.
Look at this. Somebody actually sent me a message on Discord over here.
So she has a detached shop that did not get moldy.
Good.
But the machine is still down.
Ain't no way I'm having a rigid hat.
Maybe we could pay for the repair bill and then own it, and then she can make the shirts at no cost.
We'll see.
How many shirts do you want?
I need two versions.
She keeps getting a runaround from this guy where she'll pay him first, and then he'll screw her over, and then he'll say, I need more money to complete the job. It's terrible. But yeah, so that's what's happening.
Is there something in the air in Texas that just makes people dumb?
Yeah,
look,
I need to
look,
I was gonna buy a larger piece of property so I can move them in with me and just take care of them.
But you didn't.
Well, they didn't want to sell their house, and their mortgage is so low, and they get the fixed income, and there's probably some pride with it. And I guess, they know me, they know my character, and we all hang out enough. But I would just adopt them. They'd just be my grandma and grandpa all over again. But there's still a lot of uncertainty for that. So we'll wait till they get older. But I know she's not listening, so I can say this. It can get kind of dark. But her husband has Parkinson's. He's a retired Marine.
Yeah.
And when he kicks it, I'm going to just go kidnap her, move her in here.
Zach, Daddy, how you doing? Do you all eat ass? I'm from the generation where you don't shit where you eat.
No, sure.
How's that? Yeah.
That's great. That makes people
Does
dumb in
the Gold
Texas.
Strain hat come with a dance and a song?
Yeah.
Not for you, Rodney. I'm afraid of how excited you would get. You'd have a heart attack.
You're sending those tools in a Clorox box, right? I've actually saran wrapped the tools. So I got a Heart Carl coming for you.
A heart, Carl.
A hot Carl.
All right.
You gonna look it up?
No. Nope. If it's coming out of your mouth, it's probably from some disgusting place.
What about yeah, that'll work. Hot Carl. Look
no
it up.
Dirty Sanchez, none of that. Is that what you just because Zach Daddy showed up? You want to be all nasty now?
No, I just said Hot Carl. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, look, we both know the answer for you on that question, and you keep the beard so that you can pick through the dingleberries. I'm just.
Hey, you got to save the good stuff for later, I suppose. You can't. Hang on. Let me make sure I got my.
What? You're gonna eat a snack bar all day. If you're gonna eat at the snack bar all day, Soul loves an ass salad. Howie loves to toss an ass salad. Alaskan pipeline souls, it's what you long for. No, I am not going to look any of these up.
Hang on, I got to look at the Alaskan pipeline.
I do not want to know. I'm just hoping it's an Eskimo doing like a centipede thing.
Doing the human centipede thing, that's kinky.
Hey, it's a pipeline.
That's
all I heard. Nasty, Rusty Hook, Angry Pirate, Gooey Dragon, Alabama Hot Pocket.
The Alaskan
what the fuck are you weirdos
pipeline,
into?
The Alaskan pipeline is interesting.
Nope. You know, they say ignorance is bliss. I'm a happy man right now.
The examples. Hey, Brian, want to come give me an Alaskan pipeline? Brian says, you know I can't do that again. Dad will spank us. Oh, shucks, Brian.
No, I'm out. Out, done, out. Louisiana Lazy Susan. What the fuck?
Oh, Louisiana Lazy Susan. Such good ones.
Okay, apparently it's time to go, folks. That's all I'm going to say. We came to talk tools, and you guys are talking candy apple steamers, Louisiana Lazy Susan, the human centipede, the Rusty Hook, the Alaskan pipeline, the Bohemian lobster trap. Oh God, no. That one's kind of intriguing. I want to know what that one is, but I don't want to look. I don't want to get on another list. I mean, some of you guys, the show gets real after, I don't know what 8 p.m. Can you all both turn around and spread them? Make them wink, please. Zach, I see you're a special kind of stupid. Let me guess. You're the product of a family where mommy is daddy's favorite sister. Your idea of a good time is when you cross the hall because you're too lazy to cross the street. The only way you can get your dog to come near you is with a can of peanut butter and the promise of respect in the morning.
Grab your ankles and spell run.
No.
You get it?
What is this brain rot? This is exactly what I am experiencing right now.
That's a good one, SEO. Grab your ankles and spell run.
You're going to do that tomorrow on the job.
Yeah. It's a pretty good one.
I don't know. But it's your dog until the police find out. And anyway, that's a special right there. I did not expect things to turn out this way. So
So you were saying though about rigid not being the best. I would say though that the rigid 4-mode impact is probably the best. Have you really pushed it to its limit yet?
yeah, I will say this. It holds up the 4-mode, and just specifically the 4-mode. And some of the testing that we've done, it holds up better than any other brand.
Yeah.
That's just that one. That's the only one I'll talk about. It does that one better than any other brand. You can push it further for longer. Where Milwaukee gets hot in a very short order. They're Gen 4. DeWalt's never made a good impact or a great impact. They've only made it okay to good. Makita's all trash. It's one of those things. Like, I never come out because to me the brand doesn't mean as much as the tool. So that rigid 4-mode to me is superb, but do I come out and say it's the best? No. Like,
yeah,
it's the best value. I don't think anybody will argue that it's not the best value. I would like it to be quicker. That's about it. Always seems to be right there with everyone else, consistently consistent. I do appreciate that. It's not all sunshine and lollipops with rigid, because they have had some QC issues over the last couple of years that I wish they would take care of, but it's TTI. I think TTI in general has some consistently high QC issues. The DeWalt professional drill worth the money versus the regular one. Yeah.
The XR stuff is way better.
Yeah. The Flex Volt, the 3-mode, the higher end hammer drills are much better.
You've got them both. I'm curious, which one weighs more, the 999 or the 998?
They're the same. They're almost the
same?
exact same drill. They weigh the exact same amount. But Diligent Dave was asking me which is heavier, whether it's the Flex with a 6 amp hour battery or the DeWalt with a 6 amp hour Flex Volt battery. And it by over half a pound, it's the Flex.
The Flex is still heavier even with the stacked. Yeah.
Flex is very heavy.
Flex is
all the good tools go to the EU. No. No. I will say this: Europe, they appreciate drills a lot more than Americans. They're kind of, because they didn't go through as big a housing crush as we did. So not all of the old timers there kind of left. They were able to maintain and hold on, whereas a lot of, I would say well over half of ours left after 2008. I will say, like, they appreciate drills a lot more in the EU. Can you get that stupid thumb off of there?
Yeah. I was going to say, how many thumbs up do you have, though, on your stream? Does it work?
I don't know. 27.
I think it works.
Okay, good. So QC means quality control one. But I'll say this: like, I've tested every brand. I've owned just about every. Thank you. I've owned just about. Hey, the stream just got better looking. I've owned just about every brand. They all have their issues, so I'm gonna stick with rigid being the best value in the tool world. A lot of tools to me really depend on the blades you use for quality of sandpaper, especially corded tools with similar specs. Yeah, Harbor Freight. Good one. I'm glad you got one. It means I'm doing something right. to an extent, I see where you're coming from, Rodney, with that, with how you're feeling. But the difference is when you own or when you have a really good high quality tool, the first time you squeeze the trigger, the first time you go to use it, you can tell the difference between that and just a standard or basic tool. And once you feel the power, the performance of a really good, we can only read half of that, you moron.
No, I wasn't aware.
Something about your dong. And
Oh,
you want his dong.
they're supposed to flick your ding dong.
Oh,
My bad.
anyway. So like if you have used a fest tool and then you use a cobalt, you're going to be able to feel the difference in quality that goes into those two tools. Even a novice would be able to feel it. Now, you may not feel it when you're cutting as much if you're not experienced, because you don't know what you're feeling if you don't use tools regularly. But when you are in the habit of using them or whatever, you can tell one takes more force. You start looking at different components that go into it. So it's not just blades and sandpaper. A lot of it comes down to the tool. Like a tool a saw that spins faster is going to give you a much easier, cleaner cut. It's going to be able to maintain speed throughout, and it's going to be able to do things. You should see all the thumbs down I get when I post anything about rigid. Don't worry about it, Dave. Those interactions are good interactions. It's just the people that leave the thumbs down. Haters. They leave the thumbs down because they, but it's good for you. Let them thumbs down it. Mm-hmm. AEG Parkside screw fix. The DCD versus 999 depends on user and test. Yeah. A lot of the negative reaction you get for the 999 comes from one dude. It comes from Mancaver saying over and over again that the 998 is more powerful. But I own them both. I'm going to pick up the 999 before I pick up the 998. And even though they're nearly identical tools, I get better, more consistent performance in mine from the 999 than I do the 998.
But they all use the same battery, except the 999 can take the flex.
Anything DeWalt does seem to do well. But a lot of DeWalt fanboys, they're looking to justify a lot of what they do. Yeah. One, they get the Bosch made in Germany still. The old green and red. Orlando Nunez, how you doing? Just joking. I'm this Souls. All right. DeWalt Flex Volt is the best. Nothing out there that can match it. John, not. And I like the Flex Volt. I really do. I enjoy it. Anytime I post something about DeWalt gets me views and subs. Yeah. Yep. We were there. You remember that?
Yeah.
We were there. We were in the same boat. Just keep doing it. Robert Walton.
Metabo definitely won't get you views, though. It doesn't matter how good it is. Metabo's got that plastic shell over their triple hammer.
Yeah.
Just like the Makita does.
Yeah.
Which is nice if you've ever used any impact outside, especially like the 840 or something where you got all that aluminum on the top of it. It gets pretty hot if you're driving a lot of screws. You're building something.
Yeah. Well, the triple hammer, it's just such a great fitting tool. It really does feel good in your hand.
Even when you put the 36-volt battery on it, it's still not too bad.
No, it's just not fast and it's not strong. But it feels
good, though. Oh, it feels great. Yeah, it's almost like a Surge, but louder.
Yeah.
It pushes a lot like a Surge does.
That reminds me, I got to do that long format video where I just annoy the entire internet by testing different tools for volume, because
Oh,
people still get mad at
super
me every
louder.
day. Like, well, that's on you guys. I'm just telling you to protect your ears, but you guys took it as brand. So I did one where I think I tested DeWalt Flex and the impact driver hammer drill or whatever, and it wasn't even for volume. It was showing people that you don't push down on fasteners because it hurts the tool's performance. So you know, anytime you hear somebody say that, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. I get my earmuffs ready for it. So, all right, good. And I got somebody that's like, "You're a coward. You don't want to use Milwaukee." I'm like, I used Milwaukee in the video I did right before this. So
Right.
what's up? Right. And I just get a kick out of it because they're all like, you got a rigid banner, you got a Milwaukee banner, so you're a fanboy though. I'm like, you have a rat's ass about your tool brand. I don't care. I'm just here to show you the tools. I'm showing you how to use them, like proper techniques and stuff of how to use tools, and get people all upset about it. Man, I want a quiet drill. All Milwaukees are loud like my ex-girlfriend. She
The
was
surges
a
aren't bad.
moaner.
My
Oh wait,
girlfriend's
sorry,
name is Brian.
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 I guess you have to order it, even though the website says it's available in the store to get the deal. Doesn't include an impact. Yeah, my store has it in store, so it's just your mileage may vary. They sell hand tools still. You they do not great ones, but they do sell some. I'll be honest with you. If I'm going to grab an impact, and I know this from personal experience here as of late, because I was doing some metal on metal applications yesterday when I was installing that fan. If I am grabbing an impact, no, kiss my ass with the surge. It's too loud. I'm grabbing I'm grabbing the rigid Stealth Force.
Is it quiet in the surge?
Yeah. It's quieter.
That's impacting. That's impacting.
He says it's impacting. We can hear it when he squeezes the trigger. I don't know what to tell him. Wrist strength is key. Your hand tool is built in one. You don't have to go to any store. He uses that one a lot. Talk about the $9.99 kit with a drill battery and charger. Yeah, it's available in my store right now. I actually had it in a video, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, the impact that they're selling is not a good one. Just skip it.
No.
With the kits.
The atomic one is garbage. It's what is it? The 804 or whatever it was, and then the 794 for the drill.
Yeah.
So they just went, we'll downgrade this year. Screw it.
That's totally what they did. They could have charged a little bit more and just had a set as a deal.
They could have just kept it the same as last year, right? Use the 850 and the 800.
Remember when the power stacks were first coming out, and they were like $229 for both with two stacks?
Well, here's the deal. So if you guys like, I watch the financials and the news on all of these different brands. So for the last 3 years, Stanley Black & Decker has been showing increase in sales, right? As far as profits and whatnot. Here's the problem. It's only through acquisition. It's when they buy other companies. That's where their growth has been coming from. That's the signs of where their growth has been coming from. And then this past year, when they laid off a ton of people, I want to say they laid off like 400 folks. Look, he didn't want to hear this because he's a fucking DeWalt guy. But they said that they have a back order or a surplus, I'd rather say, a surplus of their tools. And what you're getting in most of the holiday promos today are just the surplus. It's not that they're coming out with new product or whatever. It's the surplus from last year, the years before, that didn't sell. So there you go. I got to remove him. By the way, Christmas show started in Branson. I know, Rodney. I'd love to come down, but I can't. I'm talking about the $9.99 kit. Yeah, no impact included. It's not advertised in the store. It's top left-hand corner on the front display. They're pushing hard on the newer Craftsman hand tools. Craftsman has been, it's hard to believe this because we're serious tool guys, but Craftsman's actually been doing well as far as sales go. And it's because they're over so much of the lows. But another video that I am going to do, I am going to guarantee that fourth quarter of 2023, Lowe's is not going to hit their numbers. It's bad. It's just horrible stuff. Okay, Dave. It's just horrible stuff. They don't put out their Christmas stuff till tomorrow in my area. I don't know if I'm going to run out to see it. Although I'd like to, I don't know if I will, but they're putting this stuff out tomorrow, and it's almost 3 weeks later. No to DeWalt Impact driver. I bought it by itself. Okay. That's cool. Clearance of liquidation in the future? Probably not. So I suspect that sometime early next year, they'll kick production back up, but they want to get through all this old stock before they do that, so that they don't just have stuff sitting in warehouses. I know when the CEO of DeWalt was talking sometime back in, I want to say it was May, maybe April, maybe June, but somewhere in that general area, he estimated that they had a 2-year supply of tools in warehouse based on their sales for the last 2 years. And sales in general are down by as much as 25%. So that might be a 3-year supply.
Wow.
So it's just kind of the way the economy is right now. Take it easy, Dave. Again.
Sorry. I don't know how two women can talk to each other and just yell on either side of the phone. I guess since one's yelling, the next one's yelling, and they're like, rah, 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 rah. I can hear them through my freaking headphones. So I know you guys could hear them. Maybe.
Nope.
Oh, well, you guys are lucky. Okay.
Yeah, we have husband ear here.
Oh.
We can just ignore the lot of it.
All right.
A lot of us are husbands and fathers. We have developed the skill of only listening to what we want to hear. No, so Stanley Black & Decker, their sales have taken a significant hit, but none bigger than Makita. No brand has suffered more in the last few years than Makita. Grandfathers too. Good point, Howie. Makita, I don't know if you guys pay any attention to this stuff. I only do it in passing because I do invest somewhat here and there. But Makita 2019 in North America alone, they did just over almost $3.5 billion worth of business. That's 2019. 2022, they did $1 billion.
Ooh.
So they also fired half of their employees, to close 2 plants, fired their CEO, and the new CEO says they need a complete rebrand if they're going to stay in North America. That's just Makita. They've had their issues. Milwaukee this year, their sales are down, and that's Milwaukee. Across the board, like I think Milwaukee 2019, they were $2 billion, give or take. Now they're $7 billion.
Dang.
And then this year they're kind of easing back, maybe adjusting more to a norm. $5.5, $6 billion is probably where they're going to stay. But like watching all that stuff, it's kind of interesting because like it gives you kind of an idea of where housing and materials are going to go.
No, you can see lumber's back to a acceptable for now price.
Yeah. Craftsman tip snips are being clearanced at Lowe's. They're changing to Cobalt brand. Well, that's good to know. I don't.
Even whenever my shed was built, the OSB used to be about $54 a sheet.
Yeah.
The guy went to go buy the, get everything and build the shed, and he came back and he was like, "Man, these things were only $17 a sheet." He
Damn.
said they're like $50 last week. So he OSB'd and then he actually wrapped, and now he's going to put siding on the shed.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, and then I was in the other day, and they were like $2 or $3 cheaper than what he bought them for. So all this stuff's going down.
That's awesome. That's good to hear, though.
But you
You
know what
got to
that means
respect
for
that.
everything.
Yep. I just know what it means, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, when you're looking at tools and you're going, okay, it's just I guess I didn't sleep through all this. Got a bad. I guess I didn't. I just woke up. All right, well, I hope you're okay, B-Dub. I recover quickly and all that. Glad you did make it when you did, because we were getting ready to end this about 20 minutes ago when they were talking about Sanchez, dirty Sanchez and Cleveland
Carl's,
Steamer.
get it right.
Sorry, Hot Pocket or whatever it was.
Oh, right. Well, that's because I wrapped all of my tools in saran wrap like a Cleveland steamer.
Okay.
Yeah. Give them
No,
the full cut.
I believe it was because you said that you and Mr. Walton, he got your freedom juice.
Seeds.
Freedom seeds in a little baggie, and I asked you if that meant condoms and sperm.
No, that did do it.
That's what tipped it off. So that was my fault.
Oh, it was your
And
fault.
we have learned that Juan and Rodney are greedy. Rodney by his own admission and Juan by selective. Sissy Spacek. Yeah, so you started it, Stills. Yeah, I did. Normally, if there's anything that's going to go off the rails, it's because I started it. But yeah, looking at the economy, seeing how tools are doing and whatnot, I'm not as concerned as a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to be concerned. I'm retired. You got something green on your shirt, guy. Barbecue sauce. What? Oh, the sea dive. Okay, whatever. Hey, Robert, is there a really good reason for normal, right, and left shears? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't cut a circle without them both. If you want to cut a good circle. If you're cutting sheet metal for ductwork or whatever, you need your reds and your greens that way. And yellows are straight. And one goes left, one goes right, and you go this way for one, and then you finish your cut with the other one.
Huh. We will be seeing things get better because it's an election year. Well, the gas was under $3 for the first time, I think, in a year.
Oh, yeah.
Today. I mean, I only have to fill up once a month.
God, dude, I've been loving my car. So we were looking at that last night, how often I used to fill up. Every 3 to 4 days, I was filling up $50. And never leaving the city. And now I fill up every 12 to 13 days. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Also, you with as far as the snips things go, sometimes you need to cut a right, sometimes you need to cut left, and yes, you have to have all three just to make some cuts. It's just the way the material goes. So yeah, you need to have them. Why can't you use the yellow ones to cut a circle?
You can cut a circle with any of them. You just in the back where all the leverage is where the curve is. So you can still cut with a straight pair of shears, but you got to use the tip. and it might be a little bit jagged. You can get anything done. There's just different shapes and designs for different applications for specific purposes.
Manny, Missouri's open. But if you come from the left coast, leave your left coast ideas out there.
Bam!
You know what's funny? This is no lie. I was born in New York, and my early schooling was in South Carolina, and I went to different schools at least once every year. And when I was in South Carolina, I swear to God, I got the same question every day. Are you a Yankee?
Yeah.
Which, because apparently they were still fighting the Civil War down there. I wasn't.
Right,
anyway, but they would say that, and they'd be like, "Are you damn Yankee? Are you here to stay?" So that's my that's kind of my bringing that around and being like, "Hey, or if you're from the left coast, leave your left coast ideas out there." Things get stupid below the Mason-Dixon line. Aren't you in Florida?
Hey, we got to find out. Is Bermuda technically like where is that?
Bermuda doesn't count for anything.
On the north and
look, it's like a resort area. No one really goes
there.
A
resort, yeah.
You can use the straight ones, and a lot of them though they will work on a circle a little harder though. That's exactly the point he was saying.
Yep.
Indiana doesn't count. Indiana wasn't even part of the Civil War. It was a turd ball. No one. Wait, was it? No. I mean, I guess it was in the North. You're a Yankee, I guess. Wasn't Ted Nugent a damn Yankee? I don't know. I couldn't pick Ted Nugent out of a lineup if you paid me. I really couldn't. I don't.
I was actually going through my safe today, and I was putting a whole bunch of papers in just Ziploc bags, and came across my citizenship papers for United States.
Ted was Detroit born. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you know what I got? How I got my citizenship papers? It was my birth certificate.
It was your birth certificate.
Born free.
Mine says born abroad. That's what they say.
Yeah, you were born in Bermuda, which makes you. Let me check. Natural born idiot. No, natural born idiot.
Oh, natural born idiot. Okay.
No, I don't listen to music. What happened in Vernon, Souls? I don't remember.
I don't even know.
Some Civil War thing. Indiana doesn't really. Has anyone ever thought of Indiana? Honest to God, hand raised if you've ever thought of Indiana other than the Colts. You guys ever thought of Indiana? I want to see just raise a hand if you've thought of Indiana outside of the Colts. Do they have a baseball team in Indiana? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Hoosiers. There you go. Crossroads of America, Souls. That's why most people fly if they're going across the country, just to avoid Indiana. Oh, Wilderness Preacher lives there. I'm insulting his neck of the woods. That's my fault, Wilderness Preacher. I apologize to you that you're there.
Hey, back up a little. Is it the camera? Is like that Grinch's neck like a freaking foot long?
Dude, it's just because I'm fat. It's long.
It's long. Official merch. It looks like some of the. You ever see the cartoon drawings like the Mickey Mouse and the Goofy and stuff on the side of daycares, and it's not like licensed stuff, and they look like they're on drugs. Like not the person, probably the person that drew them, but the characters just look crazy bad. It's pretty funny.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't spend a lot of time hanging out at daycares, looking at murals and other things at daycare. I apologize to you.
I spend all day in the car. all day, every day, driving
At
around.
daycares? You're
Hey,
looking at
I
daycares and
pass
murals?
probably at least 12 daycares every day.
Uh, can you possibly make this sound better?
Also
Not
pass,
like you should be
you
on a
know,
registry.
a whole bunch of schools and libraries. Is that even better? They're getting better.
No.
No.
Who's with me on this? He's expressing what I see on New York schools. They can get sued bad if they're too close. Is the mold effect is going to learn the brain. Sharing a border with Illinois and Michigan makes it a depressing state.
The
I can't argue with that.
the mold effect is definitely affecting the brain. There's no doubt about that. We'll see. We won't even know what the effects are truly until I guess I get cancer. Then we'll know for sure.
So there is that. We've got that to look forward to.
That is something that I need to look out for.
I can see Kentucky from my kitchen window. Are there banjos? Seriously, there is only one state that I truly cannot stand to go through. And if this offends somebody, good. West Virginia. I cannot stand West Virginia. It's just up one mountain to another mountain. And there's nothing to look at but mountain. Boring.
You don't like mountains? What you gotta get some mountains?
No. They make me car sick. Nebraska for you. All right. I can understand that. So the one time I was in West Virginia, we were coming back from Disney, driving back. We flew down, we drove back because we're stupid. We're driving back from Disney. I have to get gas in West Virginia. I pull off the highway where it said there's gas. And I'm driving down the road toward the arrow that said gas. And I'm going up the hill. It is foggy and rainy at the same time. I see ahead of me these two creatures crossing the street in bare feet.
Yeah.
And I pull over and I go, ma'am, can you point me in the direction of civilization? And she says, I ain't never heard of it, but there's a gas station up yonder that if you go there, they'll tell you. Thank you. That's all I needed. I'm out of here.
That's great.
The further we went up this hill, the more bullet holes there were in the street signs. The more bullet holes there were, the more I keep flashing to deliverance. And I'm just like, ain't nobody going to make me squeal like a pig. I'm going to go out. They're really not mountain, just little footholds. Shaka, I'm not going to go. Nope, I'm not going to. The 500 race.
Have you ever been to Jamaica and driven around?
No. The closest I've been is the Bahamas.
Dude, so everything in Jamaica is like this. Is like, oh, and then it's like it like snakes through, and everyone's going like 45 miles an hour, and you got like 3 cars that are sharing like one lane because there's only 2 lanes for the whole island, and you got 3 cars in that one lane somehow, and like there's like a bike squeezing in between the bus and the car that's sharing the one lane, and it's just crazy, man. But it literally the roads go up and down and left and right. And it's wild. You talk about getting car sick. No,
thanks. The thing I can't stand about the islands, first of all, I can't look at water without getting seasick. It's horrible. The second thing that I can't stand about the islands is no one knows how to drive.
Yeah, nobody does know how to drive.
No. I did watch somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody sent me a video of a dude. He's like when the wife has to drive and he's got like shoulder straps, he's got a helmet, he's got an inflatable thing he puts in front of him. So it's like a crash, like an airbag. Then he takes a regular seat belt around and whatnot. And then he puts on like a neck collar.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'm ready. And she got so upset that she's like, all right, I'm out of here. You could drive. I was
That's
like,
pretty funny.
score. I'm going to do that to my wife one day. I just got to get the neck brace. But here you go, guys. If all else fails, you can do like Makita guys do and blow them like you know